I'm Jamie from New Zealand Mountain Biking, and right now I'm going to show you how to pack your bag, how to pack your bags for your trip overseas. When I travel, I generally like to take my bike with me just because I know how my bike works. It's like any tool. If you use someone else's hammer after you've been using your own, it just feels weird. So I like to bring my own bike with me, and I'm about to show you how easy it is to get it ready to put on a plane. So first off, we have the bike, and I'll also show you the bike bag as well that I'll be using. So this is just your EVOC bike travel bag. It's got some spots for your wheels, and it's got some nice padded compartments so that everything's just ready to go. So this is obviously just been from my last trip. I've got a plastic bag in here which is pretty handy. Got a rag and a widget. It's got the pad that goes around the frame, and it's got this block which helps protect your rear end. Other than that, yeah, pretty self-explanatory. So I'm going to start by taking off my wheels. So I'm just using my little multi-tool. It's exactly what I take with me on the trail. Super simple. Couple Allen keys. That's it. So yeah, take the wheels off. Chuck the axle back in. Just for a little bit of extra protection for the forks. Doesn't have to be up too tight. Just so it sits there. And the back wheel. Most derailleurs have a clutch these days, so you can put that forward and it makes the chain go loose. Just take the back wheel off. Cool. Pretty easy, so I just put those aside. You also would have noticed how lovely and clean my bike is, so sometimes depending on where you're going, if you're coming to New Zealand, customs on our end will give you quite a hard time if you haven't cleaned your bike. Being New Zealand, we are away from everywhere else in the world, so there's a whole heap of nasty things that we don't want in our country. But we do want you to come over, so just clean your bike, make sure there's no dirt, seeds, stuff like that, and just declare that you've got a mountain bike, and it'll make coming through customs that much easier. Okie dokie, so my wheels are off. Next off, I want to get my pedals off, since I've got my bike upside down. So lots of pedals these days, they come off just with an Allen key. Which size we got here? Sweet. Little 6mm. Unwind it. While you're taking your bike apart, it's also a good chance to make sure it's clean. I've got a rag here so I can get any old lube off. So easy. Cool. And then you've even got a spot in here for your pedals so they don't scratch up your bike. Put those in there. Okay. Alright, next up, take off the handlebars. So that's usually a 5mm or 4mm, depending on your bike. Multi-tool should have it covered. There we go. So the reason we take it off here at the stem rather than the other spot is so that your fork doesn't fall off when you pick your bike up. It's heaps easier. Don't lose your bolts, obviously. them on my little convenient bag. Now, when you are packing your bike, it's just like when you are putting it on the back of a car or whatever you're doing with it. The main things you don't want anything to be touching or rubbing on is the stanchion or the shaft of your stanchions of your fork or the shaft of your shock. So while I'm doing this, I'll be careful not to let them rub on that. Just put it back together nice and loosely so you don't lose any pieces. And that's all we have to take off the bike. It's that simple. I'll just do an extra couple turns just to make sure that with any vibrating, nothing gets lost. Cool. Trusty multi-tool. Okay. So with this bag, you get a little frame cover. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Frame pad goes on, this belt goes over. Good. And on the back side, which you can't really see, there's a spot for the handlebars. Just like that. Cool. And then it goes in. Check all the pockets, make sure there's nothing extra, because really you want as much spare weight as possible. Just like a glove. And tap that back off so everything's nice and tight. Strap everything in. The fun part. So we've got straps for the handlebars. Pull that down. Don't have to crank it super tight, you just want it tight enough that it doesn't move around. Stem. Some forks. Couldn't get any easier. Flip it on. Clip, 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 clip. See first. I won't do these super tight just yet because I've still got the wheels to do. So just make sure that this is all sitting properly. Should be, because it was there from the last time I packed my bike. Just clipping these straps down. You can see there the derailleur is pretty safe. It's got packing, that's all solid there as well. So that's all good. The reason I haven't done these too tight is because I still have to put the wheels in their holes. You got front and your back wheel, they just go on the sides. So this is the fun part. This sometimes can take some time to just work your wheel in, but generally you don't even have to take any air out of the tyres. It goes in, there's a zip up, other side, handy little spot. If you're really worried, you can take off your rotor so it doesn't get damaged by but I trust that it's going to be okay. Big fat knob tires. So I've got a 29-inch bike as well. That's what this one here is, and it's going to fit. Lucky I've got good side knobs. Touching my fingers. Tires are all good. Sweet. So now that my wheels are in, tighten all these straps, and you really just don't want anything to move. And then if I've got knee pads or anything like that, dirty old shoes or stinky shoes, remember we don't want them dirty, give them a good clean, and you can pop those in here as well. Just my advice is tie anything on, strap anything in, because depending on which airports you fly through, Customs does want to have a look. So a bike box works pretty well, but do be aware that sometimes they'll unpack the bike box and then put it back in and things get moved around. I've had a bike box be open, closed, you have the little card in there from them, and it's just good to know that everything's tied to your bike so you don't lose anything. So another thing to bear in mind. But other than that, it's as easy as that, just with my little multi-tool and my rag, and we're ready to go fly somewhere.